Hey guys, Ashley here for a special little video. I wanted to show you guys how I do my hair and my makeup, a get ready with me, so to speak. I pretty much do this hair and makeup all the time. Like if it's for a wedding, a special event, the parks, just the weekends, sometimes even for work, I generally do the same makeup and hair all the time. I've been doing my hair the same since like 7th or 8th grade. Nothing has really changed, and generally my makeup has stayed the same for years at this point. I thought what better thing to do than to film myself doing my hair and makeup and getting ready for my day. So without further ado, let's get started. Before I get into my hair, I want to go ahead and moisturize ahead of time. I'm using the Confidence in a Cream by It Cosmetics. I usually like bounce around with different moisturizers. I don't have a set one. I got this in my BoxyCharm, so that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to go ahead and moisturize my face. Get a little more. My face has been really dry lately. I don't know if it's because it's cold, but I'm going to moisturize my face. I'm going to skip sunscreen since I'm going to be staying inside, but I don't have it with me in front of me, but I normally use the Unseen sunscreen, which I'll have Chris, when he's editing, put it right here. But that's the one that I use. I love it so much. It's like a clear, almost like a silicone type of sunscreen. That works really well. I'm gonna let my moisturizer sit, and while it's sitting and like moisturizing into my skin, I'm gonna move on to hair. First, I have my brush and my It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In. This is what I've been using literally since 7th grade. You can go ahead and spray it on. I usually spray it on my hands and kind of just get my ends. Then I'll go ahead and brush out my hair. I'm using the wet brush. I always use a wet brush. And this is just, there's tons of hair. This is nasty. But this is the wet brush Cinderella. When I got it for my birthday, I swear by this stuff. It works miracles. Like if I wear my hair natural, this is what I use. If I wear my hair straight, this is what I use. If I wear my hair curly, this is what I use. Time to style my hair. I'm going to be using a T3 straightener. I bought this straightener from Costco. It was like $30 or $40 off on sale. T3s are very expensive. I had a cheese straightener that lasted 13, 14 years, and it still worked, but it was like broken and cracked in certain areas, and it was like pulling at my hair, and I thought it's time. So the way I do it is I section off. I always start on this side of my hair and I just section off a piece. I'm not very particular on like making sure the sections are perfect, to be honest. I get my straightener and I'm just gonna try to talk and show you guys how I do it. I can't really explain to you how I do it. I guess if you guys just see. Pretty much I'm twirling the straightener. I don't drag and pull down. I feel like you don't get a good enough curl that way. You guys see? So that's what they look like so far. And honestly, yeah, I just messily grab, you know, sections. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right now my hair is shorter than normal. I do sometimes do like a double pass on my roots, as you can see, because I like that area to be like extra straight. If you want them like a little bit bigger and looser, you can, right after you finish curling, kind of like tousle them apart so they don't curl and harden and form into that ringlet. I'm really horrible at explaining how I'm doing something, especially in my hair. I feel like it's second nature to me. So yeah, I usually do like one little pass, and then the second pass is when I go ahead and do that. My hair though is naturally borderline curly and wavy, so my hair holds a curl fairly well. I don't need to use hairspray or like a styling, like a curl styler or a curl holder. My hair virtually holds it. I do use a pretty high heat. I've done a high heat my entire life. My hairstylist says my hair is very healthy. The high heat though, for me, like, yes, it is a little more damaging, but I've noticed that my hair will stay, like it literally will stay curly for like 3 or 4 days. So it's not like I'm using heat on it every single day. It's only the days that I actually physically am like doing my hair. I haven't put heat on my hair for like, I want to say 2.5, almost or more, 3 weeks. I've been trying to really rock my like natural curls, especially since I'm home, but I think it's time for me to gussy myself up and do my natural like Ashley curls. Okay, so this is what my hair looks like after curling it. It has like a really tight curl. Sometimes I like to like shake it out a bit and have it more loose. I'm not liking this little piece right here, so I'm gonna redo just this teeny little piece before I turn off my straightener. There we go. And like I mentioned, I've been doing my hair like this since like the 7th or 8th grade. Nothing has changed. I've always done it the same. I feel the most comfortable when my hair is like this. I can do it with my eyes closed pretty much, but if any of you guys want to like watch this and replay it again, I know I wasn't the best at explaining like how exactly I styled the hair, but if you want to like watch the video back, I hope it was helpful enough. If you guys want to try, I always recommend trying to do this first and get the movement right when it's not on. So turn off your straightener first, make sure it's cold, and then you can kind of like practice and do it that way. And then when you feel comfortable enough, then you can work on your hair with the heat. I don't want anyone to like damage their hair by it getting like stuck or then not working it fine and it just like really like incinerate your hair, if you know what I mean. So that's that with my hair. I think it's time for us now to get into the makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and get some clips. I forgot those, but I will be right back. I'm gonna get some clips, clip my hair back, and then we'll get started with makeup. I got my little clips. I got these for Christmas or my birthday this past year for my sister. I'm not sure where she got them. I believe Amazon. Let's go ahead and get started with the makeup. I went ahead and primed my skin already with the It's a 10 Confidence in a Cream. I've been using this right now, just testing it out. It works really great. I usually use the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. That stuff is amazing. I have my little like skincare right here too. I also use the Lala Retro by Drunk Elephant. This one's also really good, this little travel size that I have. Time for foundation. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I use the shade 112, and then this is the matte and poreless one. I know they have like a dewy one, but I use the matte and poreless. This is the only foundation I own. I was gonna say I usually use this one, but there's nothing else to even use, so this is the only foundation I own. I don't even own a secondary bottle of this. That's the only bottle. I use it for events and the parks and everywhere. I do want to try the dewy version of this. It's so inexpensive. It's like $5.50 I think at Target. I'm using my Real Techniques brush. This is their buffing brush, I believe. It's limited edition packaging, but any brush will do. I do really love Real Techniques though. It's my favorite. I got this one and I always recommend after Christmas sales. These are like holiday limited edition packaging and they always go on sale when they're like 70 to 80% off. I've gotten like a set. It comes with brushes too, like eye brushes, but you can buy them for $5 for the whole set, which is like a steal. So right now I'm just buffing in my foundation. I try to wear like the least amount of coverage as possible, but still like a moderate amount, so maybe like medium coverage. I'm not a full coverage kind of gal. I would love to wear my makeup like that one day, but for now we're going with, you can still see like my skin and my imperfections and stuff, so we're going with medium coverage. I alternate between these two concealers and sometimes I intermix them. The first one being the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use the color Custard. The other concealer that I use is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the color 20 Sand. I really love this one for the creaminess, the coverage, and the price. I think these are like $4, $5. Now the NARS one on the other hand is $30 and that's expensive. I only buy this when I have like the Sephora 20% off. I like it because it has like a peachier undertone, so I usually use it like right in here, and that's where I have like all of my darkness, is like those two lines right there. Other than that, I normally try not to use this as much, and then I usually just do this. And then I do some in the middle. I do my nose a little bit. And then I kind of just like, whatever I have excess of, I kind of just like dabble, but I don't go too into it. The key thing that I do is I let this sit a little bit. These are very like emollient, so it doesn't dry down too quickly. Whilst this is setting on my face, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Dark Brown. I have the Anastasia brush right here. It's in the number 12, but the spoolie broke, so I have another little spare spoolie, so I'm gonna just spoolie through my eyebrows. My mom told me when I was young, she's like, you're gonna regret if you ever do anything to your eyebrows, and I have never done anything to my eyebrows since. So I think I plucked them the last time was like maybe an anniversary, and I plucked like 2 or 3 hairs, but I don't do my eyebrows. I probably should, but I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I don't like fill them in too crazy. I really keep it natural as much as I can. I try not to fill in too much, but I don't want them to be sparse because I do have rather sparse eyebrows. That's pretty much what I do, so you can see the difference. A little bit darker, a little more full and filled in. There you go, see? And I know I have like sparse hairs down here. I honestly, it doesn't bother me too much for it to be an issue personally. But yeah, that's how I do my brows. Now, I'm gonna use the same buffing brush and I'm gonna go ahead and buff in the concealer. And I kind of just use swiping, patting motions. I could be doing this completely wrong. I am not a professional. I don't think I'm particularly well versed in the makeup realm, but it's worked for me. I did want to mention, I noticed and I found that when I let my concealer sit on my face for a little bit longer, I do get a heavier, stronger coverage. These can be a little light, especially the Maybelline one. So when I do that, I feel like it kind of like just soaks into my skin. I think that's good. I usually kind of sometimes, depending on what my skin is looking like, I'll go in for a second round with my Maybelline and just like tackle any areas. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. I like this a lot. If I'm going for like a lighter but more matte coverage, I'm gonna be using the pressed powder. If I want like a lighter sheer wash of powder, I don't even know if that made sense, I'll use the loose powder. So I also have the loose powder right here. It's in the shade 10 Fair Light. Again, I use this if I want like a lighter wash but still being matte. If I'm looking for like that matte, flawless like skin, and it's usually during the summer, I use the Becca Hydra Mist. This is what the front, and when you open it up, it has like a little sieve right here. And this powder literally feels like water. It's crazy. I got this in my BoxyCharm. I don't think I would normally pick this up, but I'm really glad that I got to try it. It is a little bit of like a pinkier tone on my skin, but nonetheless, I do use this if I want a really, really matte look. I'm gonna grab my Fossil brush. Look how dingy. It's so old. I've had this since Real Techniques first came out, but it is the contour brush. I'm gonna be using that with the powder, and I'm gonna use this to go under my eyes and to set like my concealer. I just dabble. I tap off the excess just because I don't want it too powdery under my eyes. I also wanted to mention, I don't really wear primer. I feel like the sunscreen, the Unseen sunscreen, does a really good job of being a really good primer. The only issue I ever have is my nose. My nose is like the bane of my existence. I have so many craters on, not even, my pores are literally like craters. Like I have the biggest pores on my nose. I have the most texture on my nose. So usually that's where I'm like the most self-conscious is my nose region. My nose is like the constant struggle of me doing like all my makeup. It's always, my nose is either rough and cracky, or there's clogged pores, or it's always something with my nose. Now I'm using the multitask brush from Real Techniques. You can see a lot of like the handles and stuff are different colors. Again, it's just I've bought them like on sale during like a Christmas, so they were probably limited edition, but they do have this brush. Now that I've powdered my face, I'm gonna go ahead and work on bronzer. I have one here. This is my favorite bronzer right here. It's the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is before they had like actual shadings. I know they have different shades now. I get these at Ulta. I tell everybody I get these, and I wait to get these when they have the 21 Days of Beauty, and these are 50% off. Right now, I think we should say a little prayer because this is the current state of mine. I was pretty much done with it. I had hit pan. I've been using it even though it's like this. I have no shame in my game. I spend money, I use my makeup, but it is cracked and all yucky and gross. I think I have another one. And just like that, we have a brand new bronzer. Ooh, new bronzer. Well, let's get into it. I'm gonna use the, I call it like a tulip shape brush, but it's the Real Techniques. It is so old. It has been with me. Again, I pretty much bought this when the company first came out. I'm not really particular with my bronzer. I kind of just like to bronze my face a little bit. I don't really contour. I guess this is contouring, but also bronzing. I kind of just go with the flow. I find that I literally do the same. I'm sure I can't be the only one, but I do the same exact thing every day. Even like the weird quirky mannerisms of me doing my makeup, I do the same thing. What I have been doing lately that's a little different is I get a Morphe M504 brush. I dip it in my bronzer, cut off the excess, and this is like my my shadow, lazy woman shadow, whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but it's me just, that's it. That's all I do. It's like a wannabe eyeshadow, but I'm really lazy and I don't really know how to do eyeshadow that well. And I just do this. Makes me feel like I have something on without even trying. Like I'm literally just like doing this. And that's honestly when I'm like, I know I'm gonna be taking pictures. Like if I know I'm gonna be going to like an event, or if I'm going to Disneyland and I know I'm gonna, you know, be taking photos or something, I take that extra step and then I go back into contouring. I don't know why I do that in the middle of it, and I can't just finish my contour or my bronzer or what have you, but it's just what I do. And if I want to do like an extra good like chisel, I have another brush in here somewhere. It is the Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush. I use this sometimes, and this is if I want to do like an extra contour. It just depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm extra like bloated, or if I've had a lot of gluten, or if I've had like a couple glasses of wine, I'm usually a little more bloated. If I notice any really harsh lines, I kind of like to like diffuse it a little bit and kind of blend it in after I'm done contouring, but that's what I do. I don't contour my nose. I've tried it a couple times and I look like I've been beaten up. So we're gonna omit that step. I might bronze my nose a little bit at the end, but I usually save that for the end. Next is blush. I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques Multitask brush. Now with blush, it's fair game. It's whatever I'm feeling like. I have a lot of favorite blushes. My favorite thing to have is like an actual palette or like a trio. So this is the Balm palette. It has like everything. So it's the Girls Getaway trio. It has Balm Springs, Balm Beach, and Balm Desert. I'll go ahead and show you guys the colors that it has. So these are the colors that it has. My favorite being this one and this one, as you can see. I don't normally use this one too much, but these two are my favorite. They're like my matte go-to. The Balm blushes literally stay on your face forever. I got the Alamar Cosmetics blush trio in the medium like shade in a boxy charm. As you can see, again, I love like that corally and then like the pinky corally blushy type of colors. I don't normally go for like the darker colors. This is more of like a satin. So this is more of my matte, this is more of my satin. And then lastly, I know if I'm going to be like outside in the summer, if I want like that glowy, peachy, just like yes on my cheeks, I always go to the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I literally have been using this for years. This is my third one. I normally don't like, I hit pan on everything because I purchased it all, but to hit pan on something and to rebuy it 3 times, that shows you how much you love something. So for the sake of this video, and I do this sometimes, I'm going to be using for sure this one because I want to show you guys like the luminosity of it, but I do layer it sometimes on top of this blush right here from the Balm. And it doesn't deposit too much color, I would say. You can see I kind of have color on this already, which is like helping. But we're gonna go in with the showstopper. I love this so much. And it's not like a glitter. It's not like this like, oh my gosh, it looks like a tinfoil. No, I always wear so much blush. I love it so much. I used to be like, oh, I don't really like blush. And then I realized how much I really rely on blush to get me like going. And then lastly, we'll do a little bit of highlight. I usually do this step, but it's not like most people's highlight where it's like, ah, I can see you from across the street. Both of my highlights are very like subdued, but my favorite of all time is the Essence Pure Nude highlight. It's like a satin. It's not overly shimmery. As you can see, there's no glitter particles in it. You can even use this as a setting powder. I use this in conjunction with my loose sometimes when I want to like feel really nice in the summer and like glowy. I'm gonna use another one of the Real Techniques contour brushes, and I'm just gonna dab in here. This is like a bridal glow. You know, this is like a lit within like satin glow. Beautiful. As you can see, my cheeks now are like very like glowy, but not overly shiny. My other favorite highlight, which I don't know if you can still get, but it's an e.l.f. blush, not a highlight, but it is a highlight. It's an e.l.f. blush in Pinktastic. This stuff is a lot shinier. It's not like a super blinding highlight either, but it is a lot stronger than the Pure Nude. And both of these are drugstore, which I always can appreciate. I do have more expensive ones. I know I have like a Becca highlight. I just don't normally wear those. I stick to my 2 favorites and they've never done me wrong. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I'm gonna be using the Tweezerman one. I got this from Sephora. Chris literally hates these. He thinks they're like eye torture devices. They make the difference in the eyelashes, that's for sure. So that's my eyelashes curled. Next, I'm gonna be using eyeliner and mascara. So first, I'm gonna do my eyeliner. I'm really bad at doing this, especially in front of a camera. Like, I can't breathe, I can't do nothing. But we're gonna be using today, which I use all the time, is the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. I'll say a prayer in hopes that my eyeliner will be even. And I do tug on my eye. No, you're not supposed to, but I do tug on my eye. So this is like the start of it. I don't normally do like wings or anything. I feel like I'm out of frame. I shall just proceed. We're gonna have to get rid of that in a second. Good enough. That's pretty much what I tell myself all the time. Good enough. I don't know if it's dry yet. Dang it. I gotta go get a Q-tip. I'll be right back. I had to do it in the bathroom because it would not come off. Remember that brush that I used for my eyeshadow? We're just gonna do that. And I think we're okay. Next, I'm gonna be using my favorite mascara of all time. It's never let me down. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't budge. It gives me the volume and length that I'm looking for. And it is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is the Valentine's Day packaging. So it has like the hearts on it, but this is my favorite. When Costco has the 2-pack or the 3-pack, I jump on that. It's very different filming this like video and doing my makeup so slow. I can literally whip out my makeup in like 10 minutes, maybe 15. I don't normally do my makeup in my bedroom. This has really good lighting, so that's what we're doing in here. But I normally do it in the bathroom in the morning, like before work or like before we go to the parks. But look at that. Oh, this mascara. Mascara is done. Like the lashes, I don't know. I feel like they're like, you can always tell they're pretty blah blah blah. And at this point, this is pretty much how I do like my makeup every day, and that is my everyday makeup routine. That is my makeup I do. If I'm feeling like I'm going to the parks or I know to be taking pictures, I do eyeliner on the top, so I'll like do my waterline. This is a NYX eyeliner. I'll go ahead once my mascara dries and I will put eyeliner on my top lashes, like in the waterline area. I'll do that. I hardly ever wear lipstick. I know I'm usually like a lip gloss kind of gal, but this is what my makeup looks like. I feel so pretty because I haven't worn makeup in so long. I feel so pretty. So I wanted to show you guys in front of like natural light in front of my window what my makeup looks like. Again, I try to keep it natural for the most part. I know I'm wearing, I feel like it's a lot of makeup for me, but I guess that's subjective. But yeah, this is the makeup that you guys see on me every day. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's less, but yeah, this is what I am used to wearing. I think we should put on a gloss before we end this video. The first gloss that's my favorite is the NARS Chelsea Girls lip gloss. It's really, really pretty. This one is much more opaque. And then my second favorite is, I think this is a Dominique Cosmetics one. I got in a BoxyCharm and it is in the color Strawberry Lemonade. This is much more sheer. It's not nearly this color. I do love this one a lot, but I think for the sake of this video and since it kind of matches my dress, I'll use this one. So you can see it's very, very opaque. I don't even put on that much. So that is my hair and makeup complete. I had fun filming this for you guys. This is something very different. I've never filmed anything like this. I had a really good time showing you guys how I do my makeup. I know it's probably, again, not the best. It's not like professional, but it's the way that I do it and how I've been doing it for quite some time. I also wanted to make this video in hopes to brighten your guys' day a little bit. I think the world needs a little bit of happiness right now, and I hope that this video was able to make you happy or give you like an escape even for 10 to 15 minutes. But with that being said, I think it's time to end this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to see more videos like this is kind of like a little tester, but if you want to see videos like this, please let me know by leaving a comment down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos. Make sure to turn on notifications so whenever we upload or we go live, you get notified. If you haven't already, check out our Patreon. We always love the support that we get on there. Huge thank you to all of our friends right over here for supporting us on Patreon. If you're not following us on social media, everything's under It's the Duo with 2 O's. From Casa del Duo, showing you guys how I get ready with my makeup and hair. We'll see you guys later. Bye! I wanted to show you guys, dang it, whether it's going out for like a special, the parks, a regular weekend, the work, wait, oh my gosh, how I'm able to curl my hair with the straightener, which you'll be seeing in a second. No. So I thought what better thing to do than to sit in front of you guys and show you how I do it. No. So I thought what better thing to do, if I wear my hair straight, this is what I use. I wear my hair, so I've been using that for quite some time. So, I keep saying so. The straightener I'm going to be using is the GHD No. No, it's not. I usually try to like use what... I'm blind as a bat sometimes, you guys. I can't open this. I use some tweezers. I just did my nails. I'm like, I'm not chipping a nail. Now time for powder. And I don't even have my powder here, so I'll be right back. But trying it in my BoxyCharm and... It's always something with my nose. Thankfully, it's a little dry. Never mind. I was like, thankfully it looks good, but no, it's a little dry. Oh no, the nose is itching. Ugh. Why does it always itch after powder? I hate that. And just their regular shade, I think. Ooh, look at the new packaging. Oh, there goes the brush. And then when I am going, like, I know you. I'm gonna use another one of the. I have two of my. Oh my god, I'm making a lot of noise. So that is my hair and makeup done. So that is my hair and makeup complete. I want to thank everyone. No. So that is my hair and makeup complete. I had a really good time. No. I also wanted to make this video and I think the world needs a little bit of happiness, and Bucky Bear! You got to feed me the lines.
We've been doing this for how long and you still don't know the outro?
Yeah. Please comment down below and give me some ideas. No. Don't forget to subscribe.
No.
Bip, bip, bip. Don't forget to hit that Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for button. No, can't I say button? Make sure to turn on notifications so when we
Oh my god.